Windows are just sitting here right now. They actually need to be mounted on. I just have them in place for this video. You can see the fender is in place on this side of the trailer, and on the other side of the trailer it's actually missing. It just needs to be welded on. I'll show you that here in a second. This knob right here in the center of the steering wheel is actually the throttle, and then the steering actually works really smoothly. And you have your shifter here in the middle, which will give you forward, neutral, and reverse. And right now I actually have all the seats and everything else out of the boat right now, so you can kind of see everything, the motor, the structure. There's your motor, flat 6 Hercules. Missing a plug there inside the boat. It has some sand inside the blocket, which actually got sucked up directly from the beach of Lake Tahoe, so it needs to be flushed out. Also, you'll see right here there's a water pump missing. It's a brass water pump, $400 water pump. I actually have it. It's not on, but I have the water pump, and I even bought some new gaskets for it that'll come along with it. There's your exhaust manifold, and it leads into your exhaust that just runs right out the back of the boat. You have your fuel tank right here, and that is ready to go as far as it will hold gas, and it's cleaned and pressurized properly. That was done by the former owner, but it does need to be hooked up here. Very easy. Have all the parts. Take just a minute. I actually took it out just to clean it out before I was working on it. Get another shot of the boat here. And then as far as wood damage goes, most of it's here on the back. Now here in these back corners, from this white line down is actually fiberglass, and that's the fiberglass from the company. You can see maybe on the bottom of the boat here, it's hard to tell, but it's all painted in this gold paint, which is factory Chris Craft paint, and underneath that paint is fiberglass. I crawled underneath and knocked on the hole really good. Everything feels nice and solid. You have a solid brass, whatever you call this thing here, and then you got a solid brass direct drive prop that runs underneath here. Kind of that in the center would be where your water comes out. Try to get up on here, see. So this corner definitely gonna need a little bit of help with fiberglass and wood. It's solid from the inside, but definitely is gonna need a little bit of work there. Your exhaust ports out there. And then you got this corner, which is actually worse now than it was when I got it. It's gonna need some wood help and a little bit of fiberglass work. I will show you right now though on the inside, coming up and over and looking on the inside of this corner, if you can see down in there. Pretty hard to see, but a little dirty back there, but it's not broken up in there, so I believe the external damage can be fixed. Now let me show you some of the hole here. A little dirty inside. This thing's been sitting covered for about 3 years. There's your stamped hole number, 1003. There's a crack right here on the exhaust manifold. These parts can be replaced for, they're kind of expensive. They're about $150 new, or possibly could get some weld around that. Your carburetor, a little rusty. This carburetor was rebuilt before I got it. I actually think I still have a copy of the receipt. He paid $500, but since then it's sat for almost 3 years. Fender's missing right here. Needs to be tacked on in 2 different spots. Should be pretty fairly good, easy fix. Climb up in here. Get a real good shot of some of the wood structuring. Battery box.